pro pickleball PPA scene by storm. This is going to be
0-0-2.
all blunt force trauma pickleball. Let's play pickleball.
Side out.
And what do we think strategy-wise? X's and O's both sides.
Anna Bright, who gets a second chance here, obviously on center court today against Leigh Waters. I'll answer that after this.
Inside out goes Anna Bright.
They are looking for every chance to pull the trigger. They were dictating play the entire match last night. Can they do it against this undefeated duo?
Good ball from Rachel Rohrabacher in her first career PPA final. She's got a strong tennis background, too.
Does she ever? SEC, a Gamecock from South Carolina. This is the rare undefeated versus undefeated matchup here. Oh, just pretty. Yeah, we love to crush it, but a little dropper.
0-0-2.
Oh, Rohrabacher had the shot she wanted, pulled CP and AL off the kitchen.
Yeah, that's perfect. I mean, they want to strike first with offensive lobs, with the roll dinks, and then with power.
Second serve.
And what Catherine and Anna Leigh have to do is, obviously their defense is fantastic, but not try to do too much and show that we can play just pure offense too. They have such defense and touch.
Just back on the lob attempt of Leigh Waters. No points so far, as we may be expected in this women's doubles matchup.
Second serve.
That's a great read from Catherine there. Rachel's just looking to drop the ball into the backhand, but not if it's straight up the line. You can't do that.
0-0-2. Side out.
Missed chance for Anna Bright. And here's the win-loss record on both sides. Both teams undefeated. 54-0 and 3-0 for Bright and Rohrabacher. Oh, and a whip from Leigh Waters.
That is the same swing path that ended the mixed doubles earlier today. So Anna Bright seen that on the wrong side a couple of times.
1-0-1.
Anna Bright strikes first and polishes off the point.
And that is why we love women's doubles right there. You saw everything, the defense to offense, to the blocks, the counters, and ultimately it was Anna Bright with the final blow. This is awesome. This is a match everybody wanted to see. And can Rohrabacher step up to the plate in her first final? So far, so good.
Point.
The other question we don't know the answer to is, will Rohrabacher and Anna Bright play it straight up like they have throughout most of these matches?
Point.
And they've been making that all week long when they've just been punishing people. And the reason we don't know if they're switching or not is because they haven't scored a point yet to give them a reason to.
Rohrabacher takes a nice bounce off the tape. What a drop, though, from Leigh Waters. Falling backwards, still perfectly places it inside the kitchen on the third.
Yeah, impressive with Rohrabacher there. We all panic when it goes off the tape usually and spray that 50 feet deep or wide. That was well done.
Second serve.
Yeah, way too high for Rohrabacher there. And, you know, talking to Anna Bright before they played the night shift, as she's been calling it. They've been playing in the cold conditions, so they're happy to be out here in the middle of the day.
Down the middle finished for Catherine Parenteau.
Yeah, and Anna Bright knows she cannot hit that particular shot. Nice hustle from Rohrabacher, though, earlier.
Oh! Catherine Parenteau on the fly down the middle on the backhand poach. How about that?
Yeah, and most of the ladies like to poach with two hands, but watch what Catherine does here. Just one.
A lot of pressure from Anna Bright backing up Parenteau and Waters off the kitchen.
Yeah, and I think this is a fun match for Catherine and Anna Leigh, because there was a lot of chatter about Bright and Rohrabacher, and they're like, hey, we haven't lost, and it's in the 50s, not 3.
0-4-1. Second serve.
And very interesting, you know, when you get the ball back, you can choose to switch it up. So they've put Rohrabacher on the left side.
Side out.
And she can't find a drop or a fifth shot drop there, so a couple of misses. And right back to the right side to return.
Second serve.
It's nice when you yell in unison, no. That means there's 0 paddles heading towards it.
4-0-2. Side out.
And that's what they were doing all last night in the semifinal. Any drop that bounced up in the air, they were absolutely clobbering it. Great choice.
Parenteau all over it, down the line, slides and finishes.
I mean, the pace at which they scored points last night to be still sitting at 0, wow. But we are going to counter your pace. We're going to throw the ball down on the ground, and you're going to have to deal with it.
Point.
And that stays in, and this is an absolute onslaught.
7-0-1.
Oh, fight, just long for Bright, and now an 8-point lead for Parenteau and Waters.
And the counters from Parenteau are fantastic here, because Anna Bright is swinging away, and they're coming right back.
Second serve.
Still hear the positive energy from Rachel and Anna on the far side, but they have got to get the ball back and go.
Side out.
That's one of the 3 things in the arsenal, that big dipping roll.
0-8-1.
And the drop shot fails her, and they are finally on the board. So we just saw some dude come from 6 points down and rattle off 8 in a row. Let's see if that can carry over to the women's Dubs.
Second
That's a
serve.
poke down the line from Parenteau. She is so good with that one-handed backhand
1-8-2.
volley.
Crowd is into this.
Side out.
It's a great lead from Catherine as Anna Bright tried to catch her moving and bring that ball across your body. Sometimes you just run into that. You'll see people actually catch that with their left hand because they were looking for the ball in the middle, but pulled way too wide.
8-1-1. Point.
And the score is exactly
9-1-1.
what Bright and Rohrabacher need to call.
Second serve.
See what you did there. 9-1-1
9-1-2.
is the reference for those half second behind like me. That's a nice ball from Rohrabacher, jamming up Waters.
And that's what happened last night. Any drop that just
1-9-1.
bounced up a little bit, they're just crushing it.
Second serve.
And the depth of return from Parenteau and Anna Leigh Waters has been great, too, to
1-9-2.
make that first below so much more difficult.
Point. Two 9-2.
There's a corner ball for Anna Bright. Need more of that on their side.
Yeah, and there's a carryover effect, too, here. Obviously, unlike Dylan Frazier's comeback, that was the
3-9-2.
last game of the match. This is the first of a best of 5.
Point. Timeout receiver. 4-9-2.
The other sports, we had Nick Foles on yesterday, who
4-9-2.
was a terrific interview. So can this run continue for Bright and Rohrabacher?
Side out.
I love the play. I mean, if you're going to win and die by aggressiveness, then do it.
9-4-1. Second serve.
It's a nice aggressive grab of the first volley from Anna Bright there, too.
9-4-2. Point.
Anna Bright
Game point.
was certain that was going deep. It did not, and we are at game point.
10-4-2. Side out.
Cannot close the door there. So Rohrabacher and Bright, and again, the more that they can
4-10-1.
just get into this match, I know winning this game will be an uphill battle, but it's important. I mean, that's just
Second serve.
phenomenal from Anna Leigh and Catherine. And the big difference you're seeing is their ability to not just neutralize
4-10-2.
pace, but then throw it back at them. And this is a clinic.
Side out.
And
Game
Catherine
point.
is playing a very smart, aggressive brand of pickleball herself there. Great read there.
10-4-1.
And second chance to close out game number 1.
Second serve. Game
A
point.
lot of massive swings in that rally. Try number 3.
10-4-2.
Oh, Anna Bright was there for the counter. And a good side out for Bright and Rohrabacher.
What a get from Catherine. And Anna Leigh loves
4-10-1.
like crazy walk-off points there. So she went for something, and Anna Bright's like, no, no.
Point.
I like inside out there from Anna Bright. Catches the paddle side hip of Parenteau.
5-10-1.
Yeah, so the pace and the height of the drive for Rohrabacher's got to be lower to make that first volley a little more difficult.
Rohrabacher maybe hit an out ball, didn't matter. Buries it, and at least they're finding some momentum here in game one.
Yeah, probably hit 2 out balls, but guess what? She got an absolute rocket launcher of an overhead.
Point.
And a look over, and the dreaded one more is what Anna Leigh just said back to Catherine.
7-10-2.
Timeout. When you say one more happens.
Catherine Parenteau lets it fly. Great run, though, for Brighton Rohrabacher. A lot to build on there. Another game point on the side of the 1 seat.
10-7-1. Second serve.
Held off one for now on the side of Brighton Rohrabacher. Game point number 5 for Parenteau and Waters. Not as easy to finish this one off as maybe it started. Rohrabacher stands in the firefight with Parenteau, and another side out in a crucial moment. 5 game points saved.
Yeah, and that's the pay. Man, she just
7-10-1.
punishes that Vulcan V Pro flight.
Point.
Oh my.
Timeout.
There's
receiver.
the one more right there.
Time in.
Still on 1 for Brighton Rohrabacher.
8-10-1.
Down 2.
Second serve.
Off speed at the feet's always a good place to put the ball. I mean, they were down 8-zip
8-10-2.
here, Michelle.
Oh, what an ATP from Anna Leigh Waters.
I mean, just violent rolls of these dinks that are pushing Anna Leigh all over the place. And what does she do about it? Hits a clean winner and gets a frustrated paddle clap from Anna Bright.
6th game point. Anna Bright fights right back, holds off another game point.
And there's nothing better when Anna Bright goes up on the tiptoes after she wins a rally like that, and that is steely intensity.
Parenteau lights up the middle, and it took 7 tries.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
Absolutely.
New ball.
It's about time.
Time in.
It's been a duo that challenges these two to the limit.
Point.
Rohrabacher just late on getting that solid left hand to be able to block that.
Side out.
I mean, and these two are racing back to the line to serve. I love it.
Annalie
Second
Waters lets
serve.
it fly. So much pressure they can put on you.
Both teams. I mean, that's the
0-1-2.
beauty of this matchup. Who gets to apply it? That's just pretty pickleball right there. And the spin that Rohrabacher gets on, I mean, that lob went both deep and sideways.
1-1-2.
That's perfect.
Anna Bright steps into the middle on her backhand, says, I can poach it too.
And synchronized cheering as well at the end of that. So,
2-1-2.
I mean, Anna Bright just loves playing with Rachel because of the energy.
Big response from Waters, and of course, Bright and Rohrabacher coming together last season in Major League Pickleball.
1-2-1.
Sparked the partnership. Bright found Rohrabacher, so to speak. Big
Second
finishing
serve.
touch for Rohrabacher, and scouted her. Got a lot of flack for taking Rohrabacher in the fourth round. People were wondering who is
What
Rachel
are you doing?
Rohrabacher.
Yeah.
1-2-2.
Guess what? Here she is on Championship Sunday.
Side out.
Yeah, and just to finish the thought on Rohrabacher, I think the other big question was, okay, you can play the team game, very different
2-1-1.
format as far as the scoring and how it all works, and can you keep it consistently going? Well, clearly she can.
Second
So that's
serve.
exciting. I know she was really looking forward to, like, okay, I'm going to go show you both within MLP and within a structured
2-1-2.
tournament format like the Carvana PPA Tour.
Side out.
Yeah, and the other thing that you don't see, but it's there, is the quality of the dinks to keep
1-2-1.
it out of the strike zone. So if they want to attack off their ankles, go ahead. It's going to be very difficult.
Second serve.
Much better than 8-0 to
1-2-2.
start game number one here for Bright and Rohrabacher.
Point. Two. Point. Three, two.
I love the serve from Netcam.
Point.
Big play for Waters.
Timeout receiver, 4-2-2.
Everything here. It's so nice.
And great pickleball.
Yes, and just to start the year off with a wonderful
Come
couple
in.
of opening matches, and then
4-2-2.
this is just a beauty right here.
Side out.
Good timeout, quick side out here, and Anna Bright smiling her way back to the line, but then right back to intense face.
2-4-1.
Not for long.
No.
Second serve.
It's a play that Bright and Rohrabacher wanted.
That's
Set it up.
everything, and it's set up with those just
2-4-2.
as aggressive a dink as you can possibly hit.
Side out.
Again, their game plan is attack. They got two great looks. That one, Anna Bright, wasn't quite set and took just a little bit of a swing when she wasn't, and that causes a problem usually, and it
4-2-1.
did there. This is going to be a breaker, Bright and Rohrabacher. Okay.
Oh.
Second serve.
Couple of
Parenteau buries it.
Point. 5-2-2. Side out. 3-6-1.
I mean, the damage that two-handed backhand roll of Rohrabacher does to the opponent. That was a great job by Catherine, but then Rohrabacher did get a chance in the middle, just a tad late.
Side out. 6-3-1. Point.
Yeah, and Catherine and Anna Leigh have done a nice job of some medium pace down at the feet, because swinging away is exactly what they want.
Yes, ma'am. 7-3-1. Second serve.
I mean, Rachel is sprinting to get the ball between points.
7-3-2.
I don't know how Catherine got that, because Anna Leigh went full, I'm poaching, and then pulled the paddle away, whoopsie, at the last second, and she still got it back. All right, this is, again, we talked about in the first game. You got to get a couple here, find a little chunk of points.
Second serve.
Makes it hard when that.
Yeah, tough bounce.
3-7-2. Side out.
Yeah, and that right there is not the one. You're pushed back off the line. Catherine is going to see that all day long and just made her pay.
7-3-1.
You need reps to see what these ladies can and cannot handle.
Point.
Wow.
I see your roll and I raise you.
Yes.
Timeout receiver. 8-3-1.
And that one was out of the air. So, again, first tournament, a great championship Sunday, and Catherine Parenteau playing like a champ. I mean, you got to be kidding me with the amount of digs by Bright and Rohrabacher there. And that's the conversation Anna Bright's having with herself. Like, and then you do that?
9-3-1.
Within 2 of taking game number 2.
Point.
Man, is that a good volley from Anna Leigh Waters. And we heard from her there. That was hammered, and she just blocked that right into the open court.
10-3-1. Point.
And this one will end with a net court finals here. She made the semifinals in mixed as well, so that's a good, it's a very good tournament for her.
Point. One 0-2. Side out.
I mean, there's no rule that you have to run to go pick up the ball after a point. These ladies want to play fast.
Point.
Catherine Parenteau lights it up on the backhand.
I'm sure Anna Leigh is
1-1-1.
thrilled that Catherine is playing so well here, but she may not be as thrilled in a little bit when they have to play in singles.
Second
Waters
serve.
with a triple crown in sight, of course, as we mentioned earlier today. 20 triple crowns in her
1-1-2.
career. She could get her 21st here in the desert, the Grand Slam.
Point.
Sorry. So easy.
2-1-2. Side out.
Here we go. Here? Go. Yeah.
1-2-1. Point.
That was awesome because of the disguise. She's been rolling that cross court, and she just closed that
2-1.
paddle face and hit it clean through the middle. Just beautiful.
Second serve. 2-2-2. Side out.
It's a really good handle of the cross court attack from Anna Leigh.
2-2-1. Second serve.
Stinking plane, mess up my
2-2-2.
serve.
Point.
Anna Leigh was ready to destroy anything that came into the middle of the court there, but caught the net.
3-2-2.
Ooh.
Side out.
Bad luck on the move there, because this is that little shot of adrenaline that you see from Anna Leigh where she wants to take
2-3-1.
over, and was in perfect position to do so there.
Second serve. 2-3-2.
Bright destroys the lob. Parenteau mixed in the middle of the sequence.
Yeah, and she bailed on it, so she telegraphed
there,
it,
yes,
and
ma'am.
Anna Bright was
Yes.
ready to go. See how far back
serving
off the
three.
kitchen
Yes.
when she hit it. You're just never going to beat a player of the caliber
3-3-2.
of Anna Bright with that.
Go, go. Go. You. You. Up. Next. Yeah.
Side out.
Take, good take.
Little indecision in the middle there, and the more these two play, the more they'll have that fine tune. The better they will play complementary
3-3-1.
pickleball. When I throw it down on the ground here, here's where I expect the ball to go.
Got it. Go. You.
Same
Second
thing
serve.
happened on this end here. They were both ready to play it. That's why you see just a quick wry smile from
3-3-2.
Catherine.
Got it. You.
Side out.
I mean, they just don't let you drop it with any height on it, because you're going to eat it
3-3-1.
every time. It's so smart.
Second serve.
2. You're physical. Let's go.
Three, 3-2. Side out.
I can't miss that.
And those are the things to beat this team. You just can't have empty trips. Even if you don't score, you need to
3-3-1.
feel good about the rally and be in it.
Second serve.
Absolutely obliterated.
3-3-2.
Nice
Side
deep
out.
return from Rohrabacher, jamming up Parenteau.
3-3-1.
Oh,
Second
Man. And you got the limbo from Anna Bright at the end of that, because she's like, we got out of jail and now we're swinging away. And
the crowd wanted it
3-3-2.
too.
yes.
There's a finishing touch down the middle for Rohrabacher. Responding right back, and now a 1-point lead in
4-3-2.
game 3. Oh my. The defense on both sides, Bright and Rohrabacher, have to throw everything at Waters and Parenteau, who hit an
Yeah.
out ball.
Yep, that was going to hit our beloved sponsor, Hyundai. But
5-3-2.
protecting the sponsors, Catherine, thank you.
Side out.
Waters says enough of that.
Yeah, and obviously the fans want game 4, game 5. You know, this is
3-5-1.
tremendous pickleball. I mean, Anna Leigh Waters went on a dead sprint to the kitchen after the drop,
3-5-2.
looking for something.
Point.
Yeah, so you hate to thwart that and then just throw a dink into the net.
4-5-2. Side out.
Heavy volley.
Come on, Anna, right here. Let's go, Rach. Go, yeah. Right here, let's go.
5-4-1.
Go, go. Go.
My goodness, what defense from
Second serve.
Bright and Rohrabacher. Waters says enough.
I've got to get the extra fine protractor out and go for a ridiculous angle. Man, you hear the crowd just oohing and
5-4-2.
eyeing, gasping, loving every minute of the effort on both sides.
Side out.
Yeah, a little too much despite the cheering.
Right here, let's go.
4-5-1.
Oh, Parenteau playing singles on her side.
Yeah, and I think this type of a match shows that, you know, everybody thinks that it's Anna Leigh with all the offense on this
5-5-1.
team. That is, couldn't be farther from the truth.
Parenteau with wheels for days and a perfect finish for Rohrabacher.
Yeah, she did what she knew she had to do, is try and get it as shallow in the kitchen as she could. But on the dead sprint, you're just happy to make them have to hit another one.
Point.
Cleaned up, put away.
Little bumper cars in the middle, no chatter, and they've actually been very good about that until that one. I mean, just the wind up and torque on the Tui for Rohrabacher, so good.
5-6-1. Point.
And this is just such a fascinating match because there's not a right side and a left side player on either side. There's not a setup and then attack player on either side. It's just we can do everything, and we're going to see who does it better ultimately. So far in games 1 and 2, it's been the top seed, but really interesting. And now they're going to say, Rachel, we like that tune in the back end over there. Keep doing it.
Second serve. Referee timeout. 6-6-2.
AL and CP.
100%. I love the fact that this is her first championship Sunday. Little tight to start with, not surprising. Then she's been swinging away the whole time. And you would not know that this would be her first championship Sunday by watching this match, and that's a credit to her.
Down the middle finish from Rohrabacher, rolls it in, and a 1-point lead to their side.
And we didn't rehearse that at all, Rachel. Well done. Oh, no.
Side out.
I mean, if you want to know whether Rachel belongs or not, just watch what happened there. And a beautiful topspin lob in the middle of that from Anna Bright. Catherine, just stop it.
Oh my, point of the match so far.
Those two digs were ridiculous because the one off the net just put her in an unbelievable, uncomfortable position.
Second serve.
I feel like that's why Parenteau flies on the radar sometimes with the
7-7-2.
sneaky defensive plays that she comes up with. She makes them look easy. Rohrabacher was there in the middle.
Yeah, and I know Anna Bright is loving what Rachel's doing. Nice to have it at 7-all in game 3 of a gold medal match, as that one skids off the tape and catches
8-7-1.
Catherine. I mean, and the wild difference in this versus certainly women's doubles from a couple years ago, there's not one dead dink being hit on either side. Every ball has a purpose, and that purpose is to set up offense.
Good serve.
Bright has to paint the...
Every sport has its icon. In pickleball, it's Catherine Parenteau. She's scripting a legacy, continuously making history. Catherine's choice, her signature power air paddle, embodying perfection, innovation, and unrivaled passion. For the relentless in spirit and those chasing greatness. This isn't just a paddle, it's a bond. Inspired by an icon, crafted by Selkirk. We are Pickleball.
Is Parenteau.
Knee. Knee.
Side out.
Nice job with the two-handed backhand up high. So a little discussion about which side, and
So who's serving Rachel?
Yes, ma'am.
they're going to go with Rachel back on the left. They switched just because of the score, and they didn't want to run into a problem unwinding the stack.
Second serve.
Anna did that a couple times in the mixed doubles final too, trying to hit a clean pass. Tough to do.
Go. You.
Side out.
Off of an incredible dink out wide of Rohrabacher, Leigh comes up with something out of nothing.
Yeah, look at how fast she has to get to the side and then be able to hit the shot. Getting there was not an easy thing. Love the level of all four ladies. And Rohrabacher sprints to get the ball and gets it back quickly.
7-8-2.
You.
Point.
And that might be the first slice dink we've had the whole time. And Catherine's like, get that the heck out of here. We're not doing that right now.
8-8-2. Side out.
Yeah.
8-8-1.
You got it. 5. Yeah, 5. No.
Point.
There's
9-8-2.
having to which side? Okay.
You.
Side out.
Little indecision throughout that. And it's interesting because some teams want to. There's no way that just happened.
8-9-2.
Wow.
Go, I got it.
Rachel Rohrabacher. There's no way she gets to this and puts it in an okay place.
Perfect reset.
9-8-1.
Not once, but twice, maybe 3 times.
Wow,
Second
gotta
serve.
follow it up by making the third, though. Huge opportunity to
9-8-2.
put the scoreboard pressure of 10 on the top seed.
You. Go. You. Go.
Side out.
Waters handcuffs Bright, gets the serve right back unscathed. Bright and Rohrabacher stuck on 9. Missed chance there on the
8-9-1.
service opportunities.
You.
Second serve.
High third is squashed by
8-9-2.
Rohrabacher.
Point.
Paddle clank, that's one thing that can happen when you keep switching back and forth, that who's taking over that
9-9-2.
middle ball.
Point.
Oh, no.
Match
And that's
point.
2 in a row where they had exactly what they wanted.
Match point for the unbeaten
10-9-2.
Catherine Parenteau and Annalie Waters.
Point. Game match.
And they'll
11-9.
do it. Annalie Waters and Catherine Parenteau pay off a perfect season in 2023, starting the year unbeaten and flawless with their first Grand Slam title.
Tracy, for presenting our women's doubles trophy. What do you have to say?
Thanks, Liv. First of all, I want to thank all the fans for coming out and supporting this prestigious event. What an amazing finals we just witnessed. And Annalie and Catherine, man, what a week. You battled through the brackets and you just played awesome. And thank you for what you do for this great game of pickleball. So I'd just like to present to you the Hyundai Masters Championship Trophy. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. Congrats, Catherine and Annalie. Back to you, Mish.
Liv, thanks so much. What a moment and what a year to come for these two sensational talents. 10 titles last season. They won the last 5 tournaments coming into this Grand Slam event. Make that 6 in a row, dating back to last season. Catherine Parenteau and Annalie Waters victorious once more, and they will join us at the desk to discuss the big Grand Slam championship.
Championship Sunday continues here at the PPA Hyundai Masters. We have our women's doubles champions, Annalie Waters, Catherine Parenteau, the #1 doubles team in the world, taking out Anna Bright, Rachel Rohrabacher, Cameron Blackwood, Matt Manassi with our winners here. You girls have solidified you want to be partners for 2024. You guys do live about 2 hours away. It's a scary thought for every other doubles team out there right now. But moving forward, you guys looked great. What are you going to train when you go back home?
I mean, yeah, we live pretty close, so, you know, at least once a month I'm on the East Coast because Athena's family lives on the East Coast, so I'm pretty there often. I often go and play with Annalie whenever I'm on the East Coast, and we just kind of work on, you know, ball placement, moving each other. We actually do a lot of skinny singles.
Yeah.
We try to challenge each other, but I think in the future maybe we're going to look at, okay, if I speed up there, then expect the ball to come back somewhere. But yeah, I think just strategy, a little bit more strategy-based.
Yeah, I agree.
To talk about that final, it was 3 straight games, but obviously much closer than the scoreline. What about those two troubled you today?
Yeah, I think the first game was actually closer than it should have been. We were up 10-3 or 4.
Yes.
And I think Catherine and I got a little tight, especially me. I don't know why, but even though we were winning that whole first game, I didn't feel warm. I think it was because I went from mixed doubles, having hit a couple of dinks, to now women's doubles. I think I was trying to overcommit too much sometimes. So I was just trying to get settled in. And then going into the second game, I think it was much better, you know. We were playing women's doubles, or at least I was playing women's doubles, and Catherine was pretty much a rock the whole time.
So many firefights in that women's doubles as opposed to some of the long men's matches, a lot of dinks. Which would you prefer, more of that quick-paced action or the slow dinking?
We wanted to speed it up, but I think we don't mind either teams. I mean, either kind of styles. We try to adjust.
I think we were a little thrown off because when we were hearing about this team and everybody was talking about this team, we were like, they love pace, they love this, they love that. And I think going into the match, our game plan was a little skewed on what everybody was saying and not necessarily what the team actually did. And I think in the match we were surprised and kind of had to change our strategy a little bit. So I think we did that going. But
So yeah, definitely a little bit of studying there. Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see them in many finals this coming year.
There's a great sign behind us. Annalie, Catherine, you're both #1. Unfortunately,
we love Parker.
in women's doubles, that's the case. Unfortunately, the next match later, you both can't be '1. Does the friendship end as soon as we step off that stage?
For 2 hours.
think-
Just kidding.
I don't know. I feel like on the singles court, we're not like we're not obnoxious to each other. Like I think you see some like when we're playing singles, sometimes we get pretty loud. When we play against each other, I think we're very like respectful to the other person, but at the same time, we both want to win. So definitely competitive, but you do see good sportsmanship between us. So
we definitely do. And congratulations, staying undefeated, the #1 team in the world, Catherine Parenteau, Leigh Waters taking gold here today against Anna Bright, Rachel Rohrabacher. We have men's doubles coming up right after this. We have the Johns brothers, Ben and Colin Johns.